I'd like to welcome you to my channel where we'll be talking about sports betting, parlays, straight ups, whatever it may be. This is what we'll be talking about. But first and foremost, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is a matter of my opinion. 9 times out of 10, if not 100% of the times, you will lose money gambling. So don't look at this as a financial output. This is for strictly entertainment purposes only and nothing more than that. If you ever find yourself that you have a problem, seek help, contact the gambling hotline, ask friends and family, find something. Never risk more than you can afford to lose when it comes to gambling. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the video of what we're going to be looking at for December 2nd in our parlays for the day. I'm looking at a 3-team and a 5-team parlay. I'm going to list the first 3 teams, and if you decide to do a extra 2 on top of it to make 5, go right ahead, because this is what I'm looking at for tomorrow. My first game out the gate is going to be LIU versus Towson. I know you're thinking, who in the heck are these 2 teams? Well, anything in college basketball can happen at any given time because these teams, they are all very competitive and have a will to win. And Towson comes in right now at -7.5. Now, Towson averages 70 points a game and gives up 63. In your mind, you're thinking, well, they're favored by 7.5. Where's that half coming into play? Well, that hook can kill us. Don't get me wrong. That hook, a.k.a. that half point, that could be a big killer. But Towson's been playing some pretty good, solid ball here of late. And against an LIU team, which is Long Island University, if you don't know what that stands for, they have struggled. They've played, I think they're 1-5 or 1-6 on the year right now. And Towson, I think overall they rebound better and they play a better pace of game, which is something that's hard to beat. And they have them at home, so I like Towson up to -9 when it comes to that. My next game that I'm looking at is Montana State versus University of Northern Colorado. Again, 2 teams. Who knows about them? But University of Northern Colorado has been playing some pretty high-end opponents for the start of their season. They're favored right now at -3. Now, I'm expecting the line to move, but this is their second home game of the year, which they won their last one. Montana State's someone not to be to like blow past either, but I really think that the Bears of Northern Colorado will handle Montana State Bobcats no problem with the -3 spread. Now, it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to come down to free throws and who doesn't turn over the ball more than the other. But I think UNC pulls it out at the end, being at home at -3. I like them even up to -5, but the lower you can get it, the better, because it's going to be a close one. And my next game that I'm looking at is Washington at Arizona Wildcats. Now, this is going to be a high-end spread at -19.5, and at this current moment, I'm expecting it to move upwards to probably 21, if not 22, come tomorrow before game, because Arizona has been wild, to say the least, even though they're the Wildcats. But anyhow, they've been playing some solid teams and been beating them by a substantial number. This year alone, they are 6-1 on this against the spread. That's something you love to see. That's just makes me get all giddy and whatnot. But with the 19.5 points, Washington has been struggling against some teams that have been low end on the D1 ranking system. So I like Arizona to cover that 19.5, and I even like them as high as 22. If you can find them at 18.5 with some sports, depending on what the line is going to move, take them. But I like them at 19.5. My next game that I'm looking at is Oakland Bears versus UIC Flames. That's lame. Who the heck names their team the Flames? Just kidding for all you people that go to school out there. If you even see this, highly doubt it. But Oakland is coming in as a -4.5 point favorite, traveling to Chicago for that game. Now, Oakland has played Oklahoma State, upset them. They played Alabama kind of tough, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. I'm going off of what I remember. That's not a good thing. This is my first video. I'll be a little bit more prepared for the next one. But Oakland has been solid. They are one of them upset teams. They will make a push to the big dance come the 64 teams. They might only make the 68, but I see them as a 15, 14 seed moving on down the road. This is opening up conference play, and conference teams bring on a different level of competition. Don't get me wrong. But with the Bears playing a stronger strength of schedule going into their non-conference games, into this one compared to what UIC has played, I like them a lot better, and especially with a small spread of 4.5. I like them to cover that with ease, with up to maybe 5 or 6. I think it's going to be a 10-point game. And then my 5th team that I'm looking at is UTSA, University of Texas San Antonio versus Grand Canyon University. Again, Who is Grand Canyon University? We just thought they had the nice little hole in the gap and this, that, and the other out there. But no, they actually have a basketball team and a good one at that. I think they're undefeated on the year, and they are looking solid. Now, a 13.5-point spread against a UTSA program that is on the up and up. Their entire football, baseball, basketball, they're becoming someone to reckon with, especially in the D1. I mean, they're smaller end on the D1, but they're still a strong D1 competition. However, I don't think that they have it against Grand Canyon. Grand Canyon, they play a lockdown defense. They're giving up about 52 or 54 points a game, and they're putting up about 70-something. So, I mean, with those numbers alone, wait, hold on. I think I just lied on that, to be truthfully honest, and I've got it on video to prove it. But I have my notes. Where'd they go? 58. I'm sorry. 58.7 points is what they're giving up, and they're putting up to 72. So that's no lie. That's straight facts. So with those totals numbers alone, which that's not what we go off of. We go off of pace of play, their momentum, home games, this, that, and the other. I really like Grand Canyon to cover the 13.5. So the 5 games, like I said, I'm taking Towson at -7.5. I'm taking UNC at -3. I'm taking University of Northern Colorado. I'm taking Arizona at -19.5 up to 22. I'm taking Oakland at -4.5 and Grand Canyon University at -13.5. And for bonus picks for today, if you see this video before it happens, and something you can kind of compare off of tomorrow to see how well I picked them, because I'm probably not going to hit a dang thing, but it's for a matter of opinion and entertainment purposes only. But I like Texas Tech University. I'm a Tech fan, can't go against them. They haven't played anybody this year, but they are playing a pretty stout Providence team in Rhode Island, so that could be a pretty interesting game. I like them at -2. I like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is one of them teams that's they're going to be an upset alert for everyone they play that comes in as a ranked opponent, and they will make a pretty big run in the dance if they can get there, trust me. But I like them at +18 against Villanova, and Villanova is traveling to Philadelphia to play them, so could be an upset alert. Just saying that, called it here. Rhode Island, I like them at -1.5. I don't remember who they're playing. It's a pretty stout opponent, though. They're pretty evenly matched. I like Iowa State at -27.5. They're a very underrated team coming into this season. And with them, I think, moving up in the rankings, number 14, I like them at taking down their opponent. And then I like UCLA at -13.5. They play a pretty stout Colorado team, but I think they'll handle them no problem. Those are my picks. If you like what I've said, or like the way I've brought it into you, please like the video, subscribe. I'll be doing this daily, coming out with different picks for the following day, and we'll see if we can make some money together. But yes, tell me what you think. Give me feedback. First video. I'm going to try to make it better moving on, maybe a little shorter, but good luck.